Bam. Alright, what's the deal? It's your boy 3CP. And we live on the No Huddle podcast. This will be kind of a weird one. Oh, let me cut my volume down right quick.
Get this recording right quick.
Alright, now we good. Alright, so as you know, there was not a game Friday night because I put together a good little promo package and everything for the Ulyss Trinity and all that stuff. I found some good. I was really trying to make this thing interesting. You know, the game was gonna be on TV or online. I was gonna actually stream the live game while it was playing. We was gonna do the podcast while the game was playing, so we could go. You know how Coach Jones do it on the what's that show called? He used to have. What's the show called? CJ? Coach's Corner. Yeah. Why they didn't bring that back? Anyway, that was the plan, right? But the Rain won. The Rain is undefeated right now in games and stuff. So couldn't get that going. So there's no game Friday. Some people I see I be talking to on the forum. They were saying, what could they get out of this game? But a beat down, and they already showed Longview already showed them what they needed to work on, and this game was probably just not going to be anything different, or they're going to get destroyed. I mean, we'll never know, but Ulyss Trinity, pretty good team. They 3-0 right now, and yeah, it might have been one of those games where they try to probably were the best to cancel it, because a lot of games got moved to Thursday, but the JT game didn't. And people was thinking maybe Holmes really didn't want to play that game. And because they moved the time up to 6:00. But I was thinking, well, since the rain and stuff, I'm probably thinking, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. But nevertheless, no game. But JT, they got a week. They got a week off there, so they got an extra bye week. Might be good, might be bad. Never know. But thinking about that, how they came out in Longview, how they came out in Cedar Hill, not really prepared for the game. Maybe think about a little story I want to tell y'all about my days as a rapper. When I started, if y'all even knew when I first got on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, all I was doing was just sharing my stuff about music and all that stuff. I was really doing it for it was serious. Like we actually did a lot of stuff in the music, me and my cousin, and we did a few shows, like the radio show I had. Man, I'm still kind of connected in the music, but I'm just kind of laying low on it. But anyway, let me tell you what happened. I was going to this show in Zwolle, Louisiana, which is like a little nowhere town, a little bit outside of a few hours from Lufkin. So it's about 2 hours from Tyler. So down where Lufkin and stuff, you pass across, it's down that way. So we got this show, and what happens was me and my cousin, we would go to his house and we would record stuff, and I would have to ask him. He would tell me like, put this on a CD before you leave so I can listen to it, after you do something. He'll just put some, it might be garbage, something we just working on, but he'd say, put it on the CD. And my thing is, I would never label the CDs. Never. I would never label my CDs. I would just put it on CD, like, man, you need to label these things. And I have good memory, so I can remember stuff. So I'm alright. So, we was working this one song. He was trying something different. So he wanted to do some like little singing stuff. So the song started out with a little loose little beat. Doom, doo, 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 doom, doo, doom. Then he started off like in a few seconds, like 5, 6 seconds, 10 seconds in, he'll start off. He'll come in talking about niggas don't know, some kind of, he was trying to sing. It was not that good, but it wasn't that bad. But it was kind of a practice type run. But it was not something you want to perform. It was probably horrible. So he put that on the CD, right? And while he put that on the CD, we was listening to some of our little show CD that we was gonna bring to Louisiana, and K Reno was the headliner, right? He was the headliner of the show. So as we get to Zawali, Louisiana, I got like a big pack of CD. We had the show CD. He brung that CD with that song he was working on. He wanted to listen to it for whatever reason. But we get to Zawali, Louisiana. We pull up in the parking lot. We sit there and talk to this dude that's right next to us in like a Blazer or something. We talk to this guy. He's my cousin. Like, man, where's this around here? What's around here? Like what clubs or something. He's like, man, I ain't from around here. I'm from Houston and stuff. And as we were talking, oh yeah, the dude was with me. Name was should I say his name? Sean. I'm gonna say his man, Sean. I ain't seen him in years, but he might be on he should be on Facebook. He came with us. He wanted to be a hype man, right? He kept hyping me up like, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hype the show up and everything. I'm gonna tell you what he did in a minute. So we talked to this dude, right? This dude, and we just talking to him. And then after we start talking to him, we get in the car. We finna just practice, listen to our stuff again before we time to get on. I like, man, that was K Reno we was talking to. My cousin like, what, for real? Like, yeah, that was K Reno. K Reno, he like this cool dude. Like, he was just talking like he was just somebody, like a regular guy. So we sitting there talking to him, and then he ended up watching our show when we did get on stage and stuff, and telling us how he liked all that. But so we get to the show. And it's time to perform. We get on stage. I gave the DJ my CD, and then I look up. I mean, I don't look up, but the music started playing, and we ready. And guess what starts playing? Doom, doo, 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 doom, doo, doom, doom. The little music, the song that my cousin was working on, the little singing crap. I say no, that's the wrong CD. It's the wrong CD. I'm so embarrassed. I gotta go walk to the car and go get the real CD. My cousin and Sean still on the stage. I go get the CD, and when I come back, it was so embarrassing. The people started clapping like we was a retarded kid. Like, okay, you got the right CD. Okay, y'all, don't worry. Oh man, we was so embarrassed. Dude, my cousin was just so pissed about that. But at the same time, we start the show, and Sean is sitting there with the microphone, not saying nothing. He's like frozen in time. There's a picture on my MySpace page. If I can find this MySpace, I'm gonna log into my MySpace account and see if I can find that picture of Sean just standing there. The way he was standing, he stood there the entire show. We had like 3-4 songs. Stood there, never said a thing. He was hyping me up the whole time. He was one of the loudest guys. The guy, he was probably one of those just outspoken guys, but he stood there the whole time. And then throughout the show, the last song we did, our real popular song, "Player Like Me." I think y'all probably heard it before. I had a 903 chain. It broke in mid-show, like right through the show. It broke, and it was hanging. So I had to stand behind my cousin to kind of make it so it wouldn't fall off my neck. I'm looking stupid, man. It was our worst show ever. But the point of that story is just, man, not being prepared for the game coming up. Like, we weren't prepared for that show. So, JT was kind of not prepared for these games that they've been playing, is besides Lee. So, with that being said, man, we got to go to Texas High. I've been there one time, a few times. JT doesn't really lose to Texas High that much before. They used to lose to them a lot, but they had a pretty good little streak against them. But at that Graham Stadium, it should be a hard place to win at sometimes. So we're gonna see what happens there. And while I'm talking about football, while we're talking about everything, Jerry Jones, please call Dez Bryant back. Just call him. Just let him come back. Dez Bryant, if you listening out there, take whatever they give you. You know you need the money, man. Just come back. Dak has no receivers, man. Our receivers are garbage. You know that, CJ? We got some garbage receivers in Dallas. They're really kind of trash.
I'll speak on it.
Yeah, we're pretty garbage. And while I'm still on the NFL, shout out to the Vikings, who got leaped over by a freaking rookie quarterback. Anthony Boy cannot play. I would not start Anthony Boy on my team ever again after he got leaped over by Josh Allen. He got leaped. That was a move you do in Madden. This dude leaped over Anthony Boy like it was nothing. It was this. The Vikings are a joke, man. And then Drew Brees uses the slowest spin move ever in history of spin moves to score a touchdown. You cannot let Drew Brees score on you like that. There's just no way you can do that. Drew Brees is not scoring like that. That is just unacceptable. But nevertheless, we got Friday coming up. I should be able to watch some of. I'll be listening to this one probably, but I know next week. I think there's supposed to be homegoing or something. I know I should be able to make a few more of these games, and around the playoffs time. I know when the playoffs start, it's gonna be a lot of Saturday games. So, my weekends are kind of free most of the time. So it looks like when the playoffs start, you're gonna be seeing me more at the games. But with all that being said, man, we got CJ coming through. He's gonna tell you some things. And shout out to everybody that's listening to the podcast live. Shout out to everybody that listen to it on YouTube. My dudes, my YouTube people, Roses, Mike, Ransom, all y'all guys, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew too. Andrew be talking to zero more than people that don't even the people that listen to it. Like this dude said he caught him in Walmart. He came up to him talking to him. Okay, we always talk about what his album, because we supposed to drop a double album, right? And this dude stays in Houston. And he's like, yeah, man, I ran into zero at Walmart. He's a cool dude and stuff. Like, oh, for real? Like, yeah, he's telling me his album was coming out the first. It didn't come out. So then we was wondering, like, what the hell the album at? Then he said, man, I ran into zero again. He said zero came up to him because he always on his Instagram going live. And he recognized the dude Andrew. He's like, yeah, man, he came up to me. I was like, for real? I was kind of shocked he came up to me like that. I'm like, cool. But yeah, shout out to dude Andrew out there down in Houston, one of my subscribers. But yeah, we got this pod. I told you we're gonna still make the No Huddle podcast interesting. So here we go, man. We'll bring CJ on. That's what it is. Oh, I think CJ doing something right quick. Hold on, let me get to it. Well, while I'm still talking though, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel though. But CJ ready though, but make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share the video here on Facebook too. This is going down though. Yeah, here we go.
World, what's happening? Good Tuesday morning. I think it's Tuesday. Nah, I'm messing with you. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Hey, we just trying to go one day at a time through this week. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times lately I've been trying to get to the weekend. I ain't trying to rush things, but it is what it is. But let's get into some more football business. Look, but excuse any extra audio we might have. This no huddle means it's what we call it. It's unscripted. It's fast. It's unpredictable. That's why you gotta tune in, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you gotta tune in. We even got somebody that just walked in here. It could. Yeah, hey man, you never know when special guests gonna pop up, man.
2006.
Hey, 06. Hey, by the way, shout out. No disrespect to any other class, cause I mess with a lot of class. I gotta watch my language. I mess with a lot of classes. Shout out to the class of 06. Yeah, I'm a little biased. Oh well, that's just what it is. Shout out to class of 06. Hey, shout out to Trina Bird, big Gentile fan. I always admired her. Great young lady, by the way. I see her, here and there though. But yeah, I'm being random, but I show love to the ones that deserve it. That's just me. Love and loyalty. But back on this football business, man. Gotta go to Texarkana, Texas. Shout out to people I network with in Texarkana. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I'm looking the network with some artists there, by the way. But anyway, I ain't trying to ramble too much. But Texas High, Texarkana, Texas. Maybe you can say Texarkana, Arkansas. We gonna say Texarkana, Texas, because it's Texas High. Going up there, Graham Park at Tiger Stadium or whatever they call it. Tough place to play. Going against Texas High, usually a formidable opponent where you play them in the regular season or the playoffs. They coming off a big loss last week to Kilgore. I think Kilgore got them 42-14. So, Kilgore, they they probably played like a desperate team. They was coming in 0-3, I believe. Kilgore, that's not really Kilgore. They come in. They usually a solid team, usually all season long. But look like starting out kind of slow. But maybe they got their mojo back. But this is John Tyler football we talking about. We ain't gonna ramble too much about Kilgore. But yeah. Shout out to the people that went to Kilgore. I know some stay in Longview. Shout out to them though. But Texas High, they got this quarterback. I've been seeing and hearing a little about Colton Clack. Big 6'3", 220, senior quarterback. I was looking at his stats. The stats through the first 3 games, they're not what. They're a little pedestrian. They're okay, but hey, that's one dude we gotta watch. And we know the weak link of the John Tyler, especially the defense, has been the secondary. So that's one thing I'll be paying attention to. I won't be at the game, but I'll be tuning in, listening, keeping up. So I can tell, when some things don't go right, I can tell why. Just using my football knowledge that I have. But that's one thing. Look, Texas High, they usually got formidable skill players, real talented skill players, usually at the quarterback, running back position, usually at least a pretty good receiver. So, and I think they got the running back. I don't have the names in front of me at the moment. I apologize, y'all, but hey, they usually formidable at the skill positions, usually play solid enough, at least decent defense at the very least. So this the first game of district. We know John Tyler ain't been too impressive. They had some tough games. Of course, the game last week got canceled with the Euless Trinity because of the weather situation. But hey, this is the first game of district. This is the time to get it rolling, y'all. This is the time because district. This is the one that counts if you want to make the playoffs, and we know. I don't think I gotta hear it from them. I think we truly believe. We know John Tyler. They're pretty hungry. They're pretty hungry this time of year because they didn't make the playoffs last year. And, of course, they've been struggling. So, other than the game against Lee, man, it ain't been looking too pretty on this side of Cujo Nation. But like I say, look, this is the deal. This is the first district game. It's a great way to get it going, get the season going in the right direction. And then next week, you go home for the first official home game. Thank God. Against Wiley East, who didn't really have a good. I think they're coming off 2 wins from last year, but you can't underestimate. You got to come, especially out of season going. Let's see what happens against Texas High, but you can't treat them. As Minnesota, what happens when you overlook a team? Respect the team. Don't ever underestimate the team, and play to your abilities. Well, like Coach Holmes would always say. Play against John Tyler. Don't play the other team. I mean, like I say, I try to tell myself I'm my own competition. That's because you can't really worry about what everybody else is doing. You gotta play John Tyler football, and that's just what it is. So it'll be great to start 1-0 against a very formidable opponent coming off a loss. So they gonna be ready to get it rolling back at home. They ain't trying to get demolished 2 home games in a row. I'm pretty sure Texas High has way more pride in that. So make the good drive to Texarkana, come out with a W, and that's what it is. But I was going to, just run down. I know some of y'all might know the opponents, but I'm just going to bring up the district opponents they got coming up and tell you their record as of right now. You got Wiley East, who looks to be starting off slow again. They're 1-3 at this point. And then you got West Mesquite. They're usually a solid football team at 1-2. And then you got McKinney North 3-1 at this point. Usually really solid. They're usually in the playoffs. Mesquite Poteet, they fresh off coming to Tyler and giving Lee, a good beating. They're 3-1 with that running back. They got over 20 Division I offers. Alabama, LSU, I think Georgia's in there. So he had a real great game against Lee. So And then you got Sherman to close out the year. They're 1-3 right now. That'll be on senior night. So you got the toughest games and the heart of the district schedule. So starting off 2-0 would be great because that I think I believe they would make the playoffs if they start off 2-0. Of course, 1-1 it ain't done, but 2-0 would make it more decent because then you got the tougher games with the West Mesquite, the McKinney North, and the Poteet. And I believe, more than one of those games is on the road. I'm going to just keep it like that. More than one of those games on the road against the toughest opponents in the district. So it's very important. Look, it's very important to get a win. Hey, shout out to Simone Johnson, by the way, my homie from high school. She checked in. Shout out to Simone, though. Great young lady right there. I always got love for her. Hope she has a great day. But like I say, got to get this rolling. It's district time. So, no reason. Up the street, Cam Grant, feed him. Get the ball in Roderick Hawkins' hand. Devlin Woods make the right reads. I got faith that he's a playmaker. I got faith in him. You got to get the ball in the street. It's a senior year. It's district time. It's time to get it going. And by the way, since Rob brought it up, I don't like to really chime in too much until it's my turn to come up. But the speak on the Cowboy thing that he brought up, the offense is just not innovative enough. You ain't even giving Zeke the ball 20 times at least. He need 25 carries somewhere at least. You know what I'm saying? He had a buck 20-some or 30-some against Seattle. You have to feed him more to open it. That's what opens up the passing game. And when you have mediocre the receivers got some talent. You just gotta know how to use them. Aaron Rodgers know how to use them. The real great one, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna show you how much of a shame it is. The one guy that's been on there probably the longest or one of the longest, I've almost forgot they had Terrence Williams until I seen him. I'm dead serious, y'all, because you hearing about the new ones, Michael Gallup. He's a rookie. Allen Hurns coming in, who was supposed to be somewhat decent. He's a talented receiver, 1,000-yard receiver in 2015. But I mean, and you got Dak. A lot of people questioning Dak's ability when you ain't got Zeke going. Can Dak make the throw? Of course we know the offense goes through Zeke, but you just have to be more innovative. Tavon Austin, he brought that for a reason. You gotta a little more RPO, run pass option, zone read. You just gotta play to your strength until they stop it. So people got to get that message to the coaching is very suspect, and the play calling is just not, it's not what it is. And they got Detroit this week, and we know what they're coming off of. So luckily it ain't in Detroit at Ford Field because they play tough there. But we know the Cowboys ain't got much of a home field advantage. Nobody's scared to play there, so that's just the down part of it. So any Dallas fans that go into the game, that be going to the games, people in Arlington, y'all got to make that crowd roar more, baby. Y'all got to. I know y'all just there because y'all want to be at a Cowboy game, but come on now. Hey, this is the most valuable franchise in the world. Literally, money-wise. Ain't no reason it should have a home field advantage. In that wonderful stadium, I'm just saying, it shouldn't. People are comfortable playing there. They don't care, okay? And the Cowboys' record at home overall, like, you put the years together, it's pretty mediocre. I'm just saying. Look it up. So, I just want to say that. But, we be talking about John Tyler football. Next week, we'll be back on talking about the homecoming game against Wiley East, recapping the game against Texas High. We hope to be talking about a win. We're not trying to be too biased. We just being honest on here. We be honest here on the No Huddle podcast. That's just what it is. So, for y'all that's traveling to Texas High, I'll say it. I know it's only Tuesday. The game is Friday, but have a safe drive. for the ones that's listening, safe drive to and from there. Enjoy a good game. By the way, I got to give a couple shout outs. Shout out to Miss Keela Henderson. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Great young lady. One of the sharpest minds. One of the most versatile models there is. Very unique mind. Also, shout out to my homie, Nisha Amy. I'm going to pass it back off to Rob. And I got some things to go do. By the way, need a shoot, hit me, CJ Jones page. Need a shoot. If you're a Libra, hit me. And that's just what it is. I'm passing out to Rob. Good to talk to y'all on this blessed Tuesday morning.
Yeah. I said about that camera, y'all. I'm doing to do it. I'm going to do it sooner or later. I will get that camera, but yeah, we're gonna be out of here. Man, speaking of shout outs, I seen a dude like my podcast posts last week. A guy that we had some problems with, or I had some problems with last year. He liked the post. That was shocking. He didn't say nothing about it. I was like, wow. So it looks like everybody coming around. Nobody's tripping on stuff. So shout out to that guy for liking my stuff and not saying nothing crazy. Cause I didn't do nothing this time. So you can't blame me. I didn't use none of your stuff. But yeah, shout out to you. And I was gonna say something. I totally forgot what I was gonna say before CJ got on the mic again. But if I can think of it, I'll tell you it. But anyway, YouTube, y'all do know. If y'all listen to this on my YouTube channel, my YouTube guys, I know I've been kind of slacking on the Madden because Madden just kind of it's dying down because the gameplay is just horrendous sometimes. But I'll be back doing some good stuff. Probably do some 2K for y'all. Just stay with me. I got some stuff coming. Podcast. I got some more things I'm thinking of for a podcast, like separate NFL podcasts about other topics, this stuff like that. So the channel never gonna die. We're always never gonna be just a Madden channel. So as you see this podcast, we do this. So that was never my purpose to make my channel just a Madden channel. But that's how I got some of my views. But sometimes these podcasts get more than those Madden videos. So with that being said, what else do I gotta say? What else? I don't really got no shout outs to nobody because everybody hates me pretty much. You know, just gonna keep it real. Nobody really cares about me like that much. You know, I got some people that's cool, but ain't nobody. I'm just straight up this people that just straight up. I just got a shout out to. I got some cool people though from free. You know, like shout out to CJ. You know, shout out to all the council people, Nina, Chris, all those old people. We need to have a council reunion, like just.
That's for sure.
I was telling we could like this one kickback. This set the whole city up. This one kickback. Since yeah, we should talk about that. She did post in the group. Yeah. Man.
Look, now forget that. Let me say something.
Hold on. She just want to say something.
Hey, I'm sorry. We get a little ramble, but it's all ramble. But we all fun. We don't have to be uptight corporate and all that. Look, man. It should be a council reunion. It should be a kickback, man. Look, we was the talk of the kickback. No disrespect to what Train got going on. I know it was some, smoke about that. It wasn't copying. Y'all, look. If you didn't invent the word kickback, you shouldn't claim that you start. I'm just saying though. That's just like us, and we invented the podcast. It doesn't work like that. No disrespect. I'm just being straightforward. Shout out to Niecy, by the way. But Niecy Alexander, shout out to her though. But look though, council reunion needs to happen. I'm gonna campaign for it. Shout out to Nina. Shout out, hey look, shout out to Chris Prophet, Al. Shout out to all of Zena. Shout out to all y'all. Look, it needs to happen, okay? We can even tie it with a stunner mode kickback, or we can keep it separate. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to time, but hey, the ish would be live. I'm sorry, but hey, even if it was just council alone, it'd be live. Look, if y'all want it, y'all comment or message me or Rob and say y'all want to message Shay and Dixon and tell her and you show her how much y'all want it. Hey, cause look, I know we all doing our own thing. We just, we trying to build some legacies out here, but It needs to happen. If only for one night. You know what I'm saying? If only for one night. Hey, Simone, let them know it needs to happen too, cause you my homie, and I know, I know you like a non-violent, drama-free turn up. Let's get to it. Might need to happen sooner than later for the year over.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, and Zena make sure she got to show up too. She was part of the council, kind of, yeah, too. Yeah. Zena got to show up. She was never at the Outlaw. She was at a few of them, but what was that picture? Remember that picture we took with her? Did you take a picture with her at the JT after the JT League game? The one over at Smokehouse. Remember that one?
I don't know.
I think we took a picture.
I took one with her in it with. Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Octavia Tate. Shout out to her, man. Look, this girl make a mean strawberry cake. I promise you, it's heaven in your mouth. I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah, shout out to Octavia. Hope she made some cookies. I like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, right here the cookies.
Yeah, but yeah, man. If we be out of here, let me see how we went. Let me see my time. Only 30 guys, right at the good time. We made it far, right on time. So yeah. We out here. Shout out to everybody. I see my sister chimed in on the podcast. Leslie Jackson. Shout out to my sister. And who else on there? Jonathan Nelson, Jasper, Bergen, Kim Love, LeBron. You don't like LeBron? Oh, Lebon. That's her name. Lebon. Okay. Stephanie Hambrick and Lanika Sampson. All these guys that joined in. If you're still there. But yeah, we out here. Oh, one more person. Shout out to Juanita. You know why I want to shout you out, Juanita. Yeah. Oh, shout out, I just shared Shan's. She got like some purses and stuff I shared. So y'all look it on page. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Make sure you look at my timeline. There's a guy named Scotter McGruger or something like that. His name, but it's his titles is his videos are like reactions to games. So he got like all kinds of Cowboys, how the Cowboys fans react to the game. Like he got one for the Seahawks game. I'm telling you, everything he says in this game, it's stuff we say it in the game probably Sunday. I'm guaranteed. Like he does how college football fans reacted to week 1, week 2, week 3. Watch his videos because it's absolutely fun. This Cowboys videos are so funny because he's a Cowboys fan and he does all the reactions to everything that we say during the game. It's the stuff he's gonna say in that video. You like, yeah, I definitely said that. Like, watch his reactions though. Those are real funny. Plus, him, Shizzle the Dunnest. Shout out to him too. Watch his page. Hopefully, they don't shut this page down. They've been tripping on him. YouTube been tripping on him lately. He got 2 strikes and he got 1 more. He might get his page shut down. So hopefully, he can do something like make his own website or something. He's supposed to have that. So we can't lose those NFL commentaries. That guy right there. He keeps YouTube alive for football pretty much. But yeah, we out there now. It's going.